Thank you for listening to CWHipHop's podcast. I'm your host, DJ bvnc, aka Bank. Co-host, I got Prizm across from me and Garke next to me here. We got a great show lined up for you. But Prizm, why don't you go ahead and say hi to the listener? Where can they find you at?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. You can find me on Instagram at prizmrap, prizmrap, and on Facebook as Prizm. You can also listen to my music on pretty much any streaming platform.
Perfect.
What about you, Garke?
Yo, thanks for tuning in today, guys. You can find me on Instagram at GarkeGains, GarkeGainz. You can find me on pretty much every other platform at just Garke, Garke. Thank you guys so much for listening to the podcast today. We appreciate it.
Yeah, and you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at bvnc9to5. Unfortunately, BVNC is too short. I think on Twitter I'm like, I am BVNC or something like that.
We got to come up with a better one that doesn't have numbers for you, buddy. We
Yeah,
can
I
sit
know.
down and talk
The
about
9 to 5
We'll
was just
figure
literally
something
just
out.
numbers. I was like,
I mean,
works
it
for
makes
banking
sense
time.
because his 9 to 5 job is working at a bank.
Of course. I
So,
get that.
like,
There's little tidbits.
for
that make
right
sense.
now, it makes sense, but yeah, eventually
some
we got to
point,
get
yeah.
you something without the numbers.
Without numbers. Yeah.
100%.
Looks like a gamer tag.
You can also follow us. Dude, it kind of does just with the letters.
It really does, to be honest.
But you can follow CWHipHop on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at CWHipHop. What other socials do we got for CWHipHop?
We got Snapchat, we got TikTok, we got Loom. So, I think those are really the main ones. You got
ones.
You said Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah,
we're
I think
hoping-
those are the other ones. We got 6 of them so far.
Yeah, I can't think of any other ones.
Me
off the
neither.
top of my head.
SoundCloud,
yep.
Spotify,
Oh, okay.
Boom,
Yep.
Apple
Music,
Podcasts,
Apple
iTunes,
Podcasts, Google
all that
Podcasts.
shit. Google, there we go.
Yeah, we're trying to
Okay.
get it as far and wide as possible.
Maybe we
There's
should write
some
all
others
this down.
I do. There's some obscure ones where it's like it's just kind of out there where a bunch of other listeners are. I hope maybe we can get traction there. But yeah, it's growing. We're on probably I think it's like 19 or 20 now. Dude,
Jesus.
Yeah, we're getting up there in episodes.
Hell yeah.
I can't believe how
Let's fucking go, dude.
quick it's risen. One thing too, before we get started too far down, we're usually going to do this at the end of the podcast, but we've missed it the last week and the last couple ones here. But just want to make sure we shout out the Patreon. If you want to go follow us on CWHipHop on Patreon, we're going to be shouting out the lists for everywhere there. We do have one currently. It is Tracy. So thank you for subscribing to us each month. We do
Thank you,
appreciate
Tracy.
it.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate you, Mom.
I
gotta throw it in
I was
there.
hoping you were going to say,
I have
thanks,
to.
Mom.
Hey, every supporter
That's
counts.
just funny.
You gotta remember who's
Of course,
who's
it's
the
true.
real one actually supporting
Hey, the
you.
real ones.
But yeah, we
We
Kinda
have a
just-
lot coming up.
do have a lot coming up. We have pretty much every interview slot except for one filled right now.
Yeah.
We're pretty much booked till the end of the year.
4, 6, 8, 10, 12 interviews.
And
until
honestly,
end
by
of
the
year.
time like this gets aired on Spotify and stuff like that, that spot's probably gone.
Yeah, like it's
yeah,
going quick.
it's gonna be gone.
We got quite
I
a few
almost
here.
guarantee
That I'm excited for. We got quite a few artists. We've got some music on the station that I've been wanting to talk to. We're gonna get
I'm
kind of
excited for all of them.
one of everybody in before we start doing repeat ones. It's gonna be every month we're gonna try and do 2 just to not kind of flood the whole station with it. So I think we got a good schedule, consistent coming up here.
I think it's going to be good for us to do the back and forth instead of
Yes.
just always doing interviews.
Yeah.
I
We
mean,
have more time to prepare too.
prepare for it. You're not stressing because you have to, as soon as you get done with one interview, you're already worrying about the next week.
Exactly.
I think it'll bring the quality up too for each one versus just
Exactly.
pushing them
Definitely.
through.
I think it was kind of almost draining us to an extent because we were starting to lose a little life in them because we were like, oh my God, this is like number 8 in a row.
Yeah. But yeah, we got quite a bit coming. I know concerts are hopefully going to be coming up soon. There's a few of the artists that we have on the station that have them announcing. So that gives me hope that COVID's over. I know there's concerts, big name ones that are coming up here that we got tickets to. I'm excited to go see those finally, dude. It's been over a year since any live performance.
It's
Besides,
gonna be
the local ones.
amazing.
We've been to a few
Did you
local
mention who it was?
I did not. Do you want to?
October, yeah,
Yeah.
or wait, no, in September what, 15th I think it is?
September 15th?
Mark Rubier. Oh man, that's gonna be good.
And then
It is.
October is going to be Baby
Baby
No Money.
No
Baby No
Money.
And potentially
Young Gravy's
with
gonna be
Young
good? I
Gravy
think so,
because
yeah.
I think they're touring together. And
Yes.
we already got the Baby No Money tickets.
Exactly.
So
Did you see I sent you a video yesterday on Instagram. I shouted to you from my room. I said, "Hey, check your Instagram DMs." You probably didn't.
Oh no, I didn't.
It was them promoting it. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that video. Yeah.
Did you see the little video where is Gravy there and his face like is progressively getting redder? He's not actually saying anything, and they're like
No, I haven't seen that one.
telepathically
What?
communicating.
No, I haven't seen that
Oh.
one.
It is so
Yeah.
Dude,
funny.
there was one. Oh
We'll
my
send
God.
it to you. Yeah, because
Well,
it's good.
I'll show you guys the one that I'm talking about. But yeah, I think it's the same thing. Yeah, they're
Literally-
both promoting.
Young Gravy has, I think, 2 lines in the entire thing, but he just repeats one over and over, and it's "I'm Young Gravy."
That's
I'm Young
hilarious
Gravy.
because
I'm
in
Young
the
Gravy.
one that I'm talking about is on. I think it's on Baby No Money's Instagram, and they're sitting across from each other, and the camera is pointed at Baby No Money, and Baby No Money says, "Damn, did I just forget that melody?" You know that meme where it's like da 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 da. And I figured that was gonna come next, but no. The camera then cuts to Young Gravy sitting next to him, and goes, "Nah, man, I got you." And he's like, "You got me, bro?" And Young Gravy's like, "Yeah, I'm Gravy." And he says that, and then it keeps going. Like, it's just, they're not talking to each other. It's just like
Yeah, that's what I'm
text to
saying.
speech. They're just looking at each other.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
you saw the same one. You saw the same
Are you
one.
sure it was the same one? Because
Maybe it was a longer
one, 'cause I
didn't see that
His
beginning.
face was getting red?
His face, yeah, no. If you watch it, Gravy's face is like he's tensing up and like it's
Okay,
so
all right,
funny.
all right, all right. Well, maybe we did see the same one then. But then, I don't know. That was hilarious, first of all. Secondly, I really hope he's there.
Did you see Mark's ad?
No.
His grocery store one.
No!
So funny.
I-
Yo!
I put it in the group
So
chat.
Did you guys
good.
see
the Insta
the
ones.
video that Mark had on? You know who H3? You know who H3 is? H3 podcast. Like
I've
Ethan
heard of
Klein.
him. Yeah.
Do you know who he is?
I guess offhand, no.
He has a really big podcast and really big production, like on YouTube. He's been on YouTube for fucking ever.
Okay.
But he just had Mark Rubier, this guy named Flying Locust, and shit, what is that guy's name? He was the drummer on
is it
Eric
Reggie?
Andre, Reggie Watts.
Yes.
All 3 of them got into a podcast room, and they just literally they kind of introduced each other. And then one of them, Flying Lotus, just started hitting keys on the piano. Then Mark started putting shit in, and then the other guy's like doing vocals. Shit. It just was a trip.
Is that the video you sent
guys?
us?
Yes, you need
Okay,
to watch that.
I want to watch
yeah,
it.
I
I
didn't
figured it'd be
actually
longer.
end
It was a
watching
whole
that.
ass journey, bro. I'm telling you. Now we're getting off track, but either way.
But anyways, yeah,
Yes.
a lot of concerts are coming, so we're gonna go
Gosh.
see Mark Ribble and Baby No Money. There was
On track, bro. TeawhYB is performing tomorrow in Eau Claire at 6 p.m. I don't know where the venue's
What's
called.
the date
I'm
for
not
that?
gonna lie.
The first?
It is the first. Yeah, because it's the 30th.
Yeah, because
Yep.
people probably are
So
gonna
tomorrow-
hear this after it's happened, but yeah.
Well, I mean, what if they're listening to it after the live show?
Sure, yeah. I mean, if you are, go
Sure,
join us out there.
yeah.
We're
He's
hoping, we're
really
hoping
not
to be there.
optimistic over here.
It's usually maybe like 2 to 3 people.
I don't think
Either
anybody
way,
listens
TeawhYB
right away. They're not jumping at
is
CW
performing
Hip Hop
in Eau
Podcast.
Claire on July 1st or tomorrow, as
Or
this
tomorrow.
is being recorded.
Yes. I'm going to try and be
Today's
there
gonna be
after
the
work.
biggest day that we have for the podcast
Facts.
live.
That'd be fucking dope. Bro. Yeah, that'd be funny.
Yeah, so if you go there, make sure you rep CW Hip Hop. We hope to see you there. We'll try and see who all shows up. I know
I
I'm
definitely want
excited.
to show up. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pull out for sure.
I'll have to drive separate. You guys go there, so I'll catch
Yeah.
up with you guys.
That's gonna be good.
Any other concerts that we got local wise that are coming up?
Local. I mean, not ones that are coming up. One did just. I think it just happened. I think last Friday, or was it the beginning of this week? Maybe it's not. Maybe it didn't happen yet. I don't remember. I don't remember the date. But
Time's
it was.
irrelevant.
It was Suvi.
Oh,
Suvi
okay.
was. It was like a local little. I think it was like a barbecue performance
Oh, just
they were
like-
having
okay.
in Madison or whatever.
Can you say
promoted it on the
barbecue
channel.
again?
Barbecue?
Okay.
Why?
You said barbecue.
Barbecue? Barbecue?
Yeah,
Does it
maybe so.
matter? It's oh my gosh, whatever.
I'm just playing.
No, we're gonna get into the whole is a refrigerator a closet? We're gonna get into that conversation again. Yes, it is
Forgot
a
about
closet.
I mean, kinda, yeah. It's just an AC
Okay, we're not
closet.
getting into this again. We're not getting into this again. Oh man. There's a lot of like other new things. Like there's a lot of local artists dropping a lot of music soon.
Yeah, we do
tons
have
of them. Tons.
I want to get a more together list before we go live, but we do got a few of them. I know that Zildjian's dropping a new artist.
Zachy P's dropping. Blackheart Monty's dropping. I think Splash just dropped one. SK Splash
Yep,
just dropped
I know
one.
we got music in our inbox to.
Aaron Ham just dropped like 3 of them actually. Wait, hold on. Did he drop? I think he dropped them all on like the same day. To be honest with you, I'm not sure though. I didn't.
Josiah
look at
the
dates.
Prince also. He's
Yes.
Yep,
Yes. I
he
just
has-
promoted that the other day.
Yep, on the 4th he has his song "Strangers Music." Oh no, it's Strangers. The music video is dropping on the 4th.
So, got you.
Yeah, so
okay,
that's coming as well. We want to try and get to promote more of the local artists' music when it comes out. We've just been busy with building stuff that we have to kind of build that into. I know Ty's been doing some promoting.
If you guys want us to promote something,
let us know.
Tell us.
Yeah,
hit us up. Don't be afraid to just send me some shit and be like, hey, share this. And I'll be like, all right, dope.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure also on Instagram, only about like 30% of your followers, only 30% of your followers actually see like your feed, like what you post. So like sometimes we won't even see if you posted something new.
Facts.
So like hit us up, let us know. So
Yeah,
we can.
Facts.
So,
If you
our
want
email.
something promoted, just say so.
Mhm.
If you're a part of the CW Hip Hop team, we got you.
yeah.
We want to try and make sure it's artists that we have on the station. So if you're not on and want us to promote it, we might just second back you a bit. But if you want to get on the
Yeah.
station, send it in.
Get on the station,
and
then
then
we
that's how
can-
you
yeah.
get into that front row promotion
Exactly,
stuff.
exactly.
You can only promote so much. Like if everybody's dropping a song, you can kind of got to choose.
Several people dropped the song the same day. Our
Yeah.
story's like a mile long.
Well, but that's when you just do the longer stories
Yeah,
instead of
yeah,
just
yeah.
making individual posts for all of them.
Yeah,
Because otherwise, you're gonna flood people's feeds and they might just get annoyed. But
It's funny.
Yeah, so it's picking up here. I know we got a lot done in this last week. What'd you guys all do this last week? I know yesterday we were in the studio working with a new artist. Wow,
This guy was.
Yeah, me and Prism.
Yeah.
I was.
Oh,
in
you
here
were
for a
here
little
for a
bit.
little while.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, he told me
he
that.
was here
Never
for a
mind,
little
never
bit to
mind.
introduce
My bad.
himself to. Yeah, because I like having Jacob here, and then I know you usually come in after work.
Yeah, I was gonna come in. For
So
sure.
like,
I was hoping
just-
you were still gonna be here. I was scared you weren't gonna be here.
oh yeah, just getting them in and meeting at least like all three of us is kind of nice, even if it is momentary. With like, say Jacob has to go and get something else done from home or something like that, or if you don't want to come here after work, so you just pop in for 5 minutes and like just say hi. It's just nice for them to be able to.
Yeah, I understand that.
So I don't know.
But I mean,
also,
how did the session go?
the session went pretty well. We recorded a full song. I didn't do any mixing last night because we got it done a little late because we were just trying to catch a vibe in here and
Mhm.
build.
meet
I'm
each
glad you
other,
got
just
something
make sure
down
it
there.
works.
Mhm.
That's good.
Yeah, build a friendship, and we actually made something together. It's not like him by himself.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And did you, BVNC, did you know that he can rap from English to Spanish back to English?
Really?
Shit's kind of wild, yo.
Okay.
It sounds clean as
I
hell.
didn't get to hear any of his music.
Like,
He
he
said he
freestyled for me. I didn't hear any of his music either.
Yeah, he said he didn't have any online. I was like, just wondering, but I
He
didn't
has
know
nothing recorded other than what I have recorded.
Really?
Damn.
Yep. Okay.
Hella exclusive.
And
then.
he's been doing music since he was 16. Like, he's freestyled and like all that kind of stuff.
But he doesn't record.
But he's never recorded before.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So he has like a lot of years of experience writing and like doing all that stuff, but he's never put anything like out.
Interesting.
Okay.
Well, hey, let's help him get out there. Cause
Yeah.
like he's definitely talented, 100%.
And with what we did too, I figured out I can spit over boom bap beeps actually pretty
Finally.
well once I
Good.
uh
'Cause that's what I want to record.
Yeah, me
on a little
too.
bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Who doesn't like a good
Me and
boom bap
BVNC
track?
are the BVN or the boom bap guys
I'm over here with these weird
with
ass
the melodic
beats
shit,
and
singing
melodic
this
stuff
such
and
fucking weirdo.
whatever.
Oh.
But no, it was really a great experience, and seeing him freestyle his verse instead of because he only did one little section of written. It was like right in the middle of his verse because he did a little snippet at the beginning and a little snippet at the end, and it was just a cool process. And then just building a relationship with the artists when they come in is fucking awesome. It's my favorite part.
So now, how many artists has that been in here that you've kind of got to meet?
4, 5.
4 for studio time.
Okay. I mean, hey, that's quite a few artists getting in here.
It was super cool. I got here, and they were vibing hard. They were vibing real hard.
Probably
Like, it was
pretty drunk. I saw
It was
those
pretty
pictures.
cool. Oh gosh, did you see the aftermath I
I
posted on
saw it,
Snapchat?
yeah.
That shit was funny. No, when I got here, they were they were pretty lit, as the kids say. But it was super cool. They literally had a vibe right away. And as soon as I saw the dude, I kind of caught his vibe. He's super genuine, and he had was that his girlfriend or just friend?
Sister.
Sister. Okay, I had no clue. So I was just assuming.
I assumed it
But
was a girlfriend too.
yeah.
And then,
But they were both super nice and like just they knew what they were, kind of what they were wanted to come here to do in a way.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, he was super straightforward about. He's like, I'm not super worried about getting a song out this first time. I want to make sure that like we can even be friends and like talk and just be real around each other. Because if we
Oh,
can't
yeah.
be real around each other, how are we gonna make good music around each other?
Facts.
I'm like, yeah, that's why I like doing the first session free. So if we don't get music done, you're not paying me for just sitting here vibing out.
Exactly.
because that first session is always a little messy because you've never met these people before. You don't know how to talk to them right away. You gotta catch a vibe.
Yeah, you just can't just go to work on making your emotional music or like putting your emotion into music if you have somebody you've never met in front of you. And
yeah, especially with a dude who's gonna be freestyling most of the stuff. He had to feel at least relatively comfortable in the room.
Yeah.
And so also around like 10 o'clock, his dad and brother showed up too, just to check out the studio, which was kind of cool. But you could tell when he had everyone in the room, he couldn't just flow off the top like normal.
I got you.
He clammed up a little bit, and then once I was like, hey, everyone leave the room for a little bit. I'm going to get him to record something. And right when they left, he opened right back up and was full throttle. He was like, man, with my dad here, it was just a little weird. Like, I don't usually rap in front of my dad like this. I'm like, yeah, that's understandable. I'm like, I'm kind of glad that I asked him just to exit the room for a little bit.
Well, I don't rap in front of my dad either.
No. Could you imagine?
Dude, Jody in here.
Jody or John.
Yeah. Listen, they might be tapping their foot. Maybe. But otherwise, they'd
Jody
just be
would.
like,
John would.
They'd be just sitting there just like stale. One of them be tapping a foot. John would be sitting there like, what the fuck is this? What's going on right now?
What are you even saying?
Yeah, right? Oh, that'd be funny. Shout out to our dads, by the way. Thank you for raising us.
Interesting characters, that's for sure.
We love you.
I think my parents would be.
We do.
I don't know if I could do it in front of them, but I think they'd be pretty receptive of the music. They kind of like the stuff that we make.
Yeah, like in front of my mom, I wouldn't be weirded out by it at all. My mom grew up in Kenosha. Like, she was around this kind of stuff all the time. So, like, it's nothing
Hell yeah.
weird.
A lot of
for her.
rappers in Kenosha.
I love you truly out of Kenosha, bro.
Yeah, that's
What are you talking about?
Oh, I was thinking Mercer.
You don't even
my
know.
bad.
Oh.
I'm thinking, yeah, I was thinking up in Mercer.
No,
brain,
that's where
bro.
I grew up.
Yeah, no,
That's
that's
funny.
where when you say grow up, I was
That's
thinking
funny.
Mercer, not Kenosha.
That's
but
where
yeah,
my
there
mom
are quite a
grew
few.
up in Kenosha and Chicago area. So, like, she grew up in the hood.
Yeah.
My family came from very, very poor.
From nothing to something.
Yeah,
From the bottom to the top.
but kinda.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I could imagine. There are quite a few. I didn't realize how many artists come out of Kenosha. Like,
Tons.
it kind of competes with
Yeah.
like Milwaukee and Madison, like the bigger ones
Yes.
where you're like, oh yeah, there should be a lot out of here. But like
It's
Kenosha,
kinda
what do
crazy.
they have there? I Love You Truly, Wavy Baby.
I know there's a couple more I saw, like, on Lumen stuff. I don't know if we really have them. But, yeah,
there's a couple
there's
recently.
quite a handful.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, to be honest with you. And
me
the
see if I
same
can
thing
pull
with,
up the
like,
list here.
Appleton and whatnot. Like, there's a lot more that we don't have that are in Appleton, and it's like, damn. And there's, oh my God.
There's a bit of a scene over there.
Even more with Madison. I almost thought Milwaukee, like, just overtook Madison in terms of Wisconsin artists. But ever since I saw that Suvi post and, like, made that post and, like, looked at the people they followed and shit like that, there are a lot of fucking artists in Madison. Like, a lot.
There's a lot more in Wausau even than I thought there was going to be.
Facts.
Going
Like, a shit ton.
Going back to Kenosha real quick, one artist that's come out of there that's really blown me away. I love his music. Is C3 the Prince?
Yeah, he's
Chandler.
good. Yes.
And then there was another one that came with that group because we actually got an email of 3 artists thinking it was one person, but
Yeah.
oh, we're seeing okay. Josiah the Prince.
Josiah hits us with an email.
So
Shout out to Josiah if you're listening right now. You hit us with an email and confused the shit out of us.
yeah, I was
You
like,
put
there's
three
like,
artists
there's
in
like
there.
3 different names.
But he
3
manages them.
Yeah, it makes sense then. But I was completely thrown off. He's like, yeah, we got one more artist to add in. And I'm like, there's I think 3 here. What names he go by? Like at
Yeah.
first I thought he had multiple aliases because we've had artists send us where like there's like 3-4 aliases they go by. And I'm like, okay,
Pick one.
pick one until you get bigger, and
Yeah,
then you can
fact.
pick 2, and then go to 3.
Yeah, at least get a base going before you're moving on to multiple names.
I know it's
Like,
confused us a bit. We're trying to talk about somebody, and we're talking about the same person, and they say an alias we've never heard, and then we're like, who? And he's like, this one, and then he's like, the last one. I'm like, oh, yep, I know who he is. But it was just
Well, because
multiple
like
names.
even now, I'm thinking of doing my early alias was MT, and now I'm Prizm. I'm thinking of just having those split off, and my MT be more of like my lyrical stuff, and my Prizm be more of my melodic and like more emotional stuff.
It's not a terrible idea, to be honest.
Kind of just have
It's
them
just-
a little bit split up because
Yeah.
I want to push my melodic stuff as more of like
You don't want to confuse the listener.
my
Facts.
popular
Yeah.
music,
I mean,
whereas like the lyrical stuff is more my underground style.
Yeah, it's definitely beneficial to have like all your music in one place and like all your content in one place. But with what you're doing, considering they're different lanes, it's definitely a good idea to have like, you know, because then you can cater to those fans in a way.
Yeah.
Almost. Because like with me, I have the Garke graphics and the Garke gains and Garke games. And it's like they're kind of different, but at the same time, it's all ties into me.
Well, yeah, because I have a lot more people who
exactly.
Yeah, I have a lot more people who like really like my singing style that I'm trying to take up now.
It's really good.
And so, thank you.
It's amazing.
But I also have people who are like, oh, I still like your old rapping style. And dude who was here last night, he's like, a lot of your stuff, if you mixed it differently, you would sound like Eminem. And I'm like, please don't say that.
I was showing JS, I Can, and Evil 3 and Mix Up, and he literally was telling me I have a Slim Shady voice or a Mac Miller vibe.
I was told,
and it's like kind of. I was like, bro. First of all, greatest compliment I've ever received. Secondly, that's cap. I deadass told him that. I was like, dude, there's no way.
I was told my flow on, I think it was Mix Up maybe. I can't remember who I showed it to, but they were like, your flow kind of reminds me of Limp Bizkit's Fred Durst. And I was like,
see, that's good though.
I don't know if I like that.
I would take that as a compliment.
I
for
like
sure.
that though.
Fred Durst is talented.
Mm-hmm. And not a lot of people have a sound even similar to that. So you're still kind of taking that lane because Limp Bizkit's way off the map.
A little bit.
They are.
I still listen to Hot Dog Flavor Water though.
Bro, I listen to Golden Cobra. I listen to so much Limp Bizkit. I love Limp Bizkit.
But like they don't really drop new shit. Like,
unfortunately.
No. Maybe not. I think what was it? Woodstock '99. Maybe they needed a break. They lit that place. That was not a good rep builder for them.
I mean,
maybe though.
Publicity is publicity. I know. I watched those old tapes on YouTube, and that shit looks lit as fuck. It looks entertaining.
Well, if
it's
you look at it like
cool.
what it is, I would not want to be there when that was happening. But yeah.
But that's the point. We're not there. I'm watching it on video.
Right.
True.
Actually, no. It would have been. But
yeah, I was like, I was
not going to Woodstock '99.
I was in the womb when my mom took me to Woodstock '99.
What was that? What was it? Woodstock 19 they wanted to do. What was that? 50 years? But it never happened.
Oh, the 50-year anniversary, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they I don't think it ever happened, yeah.
And that would have been before COVID, so that would have been like one big thing if it would have went off right before everything shut down.
That would have been something.
That would have been something.
That would have been fucking wild.
That would have definitely been something to go to 100%. Like, you miss out on unless you're stupid.
Yeah, I remember hearing that they never turn a profit on Woodstock 96 or 69. Like that one,
really?
Yeah, they're still trying to like sell pieces of the stage to make money.
Oh, bro, I'd buy one. Are you kidding me? That's crazy.
Like they're still trying to turn a profit on it. Like just it was so much, but it went down in history, and you would think it'd be super successful, but it was just a bunch of people showed up, and it was just kind of a free reign, whatever. Like they were way overloaded on like what they should have had there, and I mean it just kind of went from there. But it went down in history. But yeah, it didn't really make any money for them. So I mean, yeah. I'm sure those big events would be nice, but it's like you got to have somebody who wants to bite that bullet.
Facts.
True, yeah, because that's not going to be cheap.
Because what do you got, like all that $9 water bottles and
$9 water bottles,
like porta potties.
The stage
what is this, a movie theater?
Well, the stage setup, the sound equipment, everything.
People to run it, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be definitely costly. And so, if you're just having people just show up and it's like just a big festival where anyone can walk in,
and that brand of Woodstock, like you already got like right off the jump, like a really good branding with it. Everybody's gonna want to go. We're getting close to the 30-minute mark here. You guys want to do a topic?
Sure.
Something that's a little
instead of asking, just go into it.
Yeah. All right. So let's see here. Do you guys want to talk about let's do the rapper one from Texas. I'm thinking out loud here.
Give it to me, bro. Give it to me.
So, a rapper bailed on a Texas concert because he didn't get paid. There was a contract guaranteeing him $250,000, but he was only paid $70,000 and didn't get paid the balance prior to performing, as the contract stated.
Interesting.
He returned the $70,000 and never took stage.
Oh.
Now, let's say you're in that position. Do you think he did the right thing, or do you think he should have did different? How would you handle it?
Yeah, I think he did just fine, honestly. Like, I mean, in all honesty, like in my opinion, he could have kept the $70K, and I still would think he's fine because they didn't pay him what they had agreed to pay him. I think that's legally binding. He can take that $70K. But I think it was really nice and like morally high of him to
like,
give it back and just be like, you know what, I just don't fucks with this. Like, here you go, you can have it back. I'm done.
No,
that's cool.
Prizm and I were talking a little bit about like the fans that were there and showed up. Like the tickets weren't cheap. Like I think front was like $500 and like VIP was like $1,300 to see this artist. So I mean, you got to think those people came out to see you perform. Yeah, you didn't get paid, but like we were saying, like maybe doing like half a show or like a portion of it and just be like, hey, sorry this went down. I wanted to give you guys something for coming out. Fortunately, it just wasn't good business here. Probably won't be coming back or whatever.
Yeah, kind of almost shout out how you got fucked over and still at least give your fans a little bit of something because they showed out for them.
That's facts, though. That is facts.
Because, like, if you're still getting paid that $70K, go do half a show and just let your
One
fans
song,
know.
even, like...
Yeah, and then let your fans know you got fucked over and... then say you're just not going to work with these people again and find a new venue sometime later and
you just made $70K for one song.
Yeah, true.
Then it would be even more morally right to keep the money.
Yeah, I think he did good not performing to return the money. Like I think it just saved him headache later or whatever. It's just like,
I agree.
Just get out of this without having to worry about shit later.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything else you guys want to add to that? Is that kind of how you would do it? Would you just kind of return the money, not perform, do a little subsection?
I would have done a little section and then probably dipped out and just told the fans that were there, like, yeah, I got fucked over.
See, I probably would do, I agree with Prizm on that, but I guess in my mind it also depends, you know, there's a lot of variables. Depends what the venue is, where it is, how many fans I know are there. Did I promote it? Did they promote it? Do I deserve the $70K? Do I not deserve? You know what I mean?
And like how expensive were the tickets that your fans bought?
Exactly.
Everything
It really just kind of. There's a lot of variables. I think.
Is it a festival where like there's going to be people
coming
on after you?
I think it was at like a stadium setup. Like it wasn't. It was like he was the main act kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah. Then I definitely still would have went out there and done like half a show, but.
Yeah. If you're listening, let us know on our social medias at CWHipHop. What would you have done? Would you have done the same thing? Do you have a little different take on it? We're going to say the rapper here, but let's get your input. I'm kind of curious what you think.
But no hate on the way he did handle that situation.
I think
it's fine.
Yeah, I think he did it best way. I really can't judge him for it. Like if it was contracted, you were supposed to get the money up front.
Exactly.
And he didn't.
Yeah, there was one or two
facts.
good ways to do it, and he did one of them. So
yeah.
All
right. So I wanted to leave out the name just because I was like, people kind of just got tripped up on it when you brought it up, and it was just like, well, I was kind of questioning about the substance of the scenario here, but 6ix9ine was the rapper who did it out there. Most people when they hear that are just like, fuck 6ix9ine.
Fuck him. Yeah. He fucked up. He should have performed.
All right. Let's see here. We got about 3 minutes left. Let's see if we got another one here. Ooh, on the topic of freestyling, I found out, I think it was like the other day, Jay-Z says that he hasn't written a rap since 1996.
Jay-Z?
Jay-Z.
Wait, what?
Yes, it was one of his songs, and I think The Blueprint. It was the last song he wrote.
Okay.
And then he's freestyled everything since.
Oh, okay.
That was from an interview I saw. Maybe it's changed, but I mean, I don't know why you'd go back if you can freestyle your stuff and like have it sound like Jay-Z level.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize that was actually that popular and like mainstream for like those artists to like actually just freestyle most of your stuff. I thought a lot of them wrote.
Here's the thing though. Once you are able to do it full time and you're always in that studio, eventually you're just going to constantly be thinking of lyrics.
It's true.
Like we have a lot more on our plate where like freestyling, we're trying to work on it, but we also are working on a station and everything. So we have a lot of other stuff on our plate than just the music portion. So for us to be able to do it right off the bat, no, I think down the line, if we continue working on it, we will be able to do stuff like that. But I think it just takes a lot of time and practice, and being able to put in that consistent practice once you're able to do music full time.
I think one of the hardest things that I've learned with trying to learn it is like you have to be comfortable with yourself first, just let it flow out. And then once you got that and you can kind of like understand like, hey, I'm pretty decent at this, the next hurdle to get over is doing it in front of other people. And that's the one I'm trying to jump right now, is getting over that like nervousness or like clamming up when somebody's in here. Like we're talking with the artist that we just had in here, is like his dad showed up. Like you gotta like be able to just get past that part with anybody and be just like, I feel as comfortable as I can just to talk what's on my mind. Do you think that's what takes
and like
a good artist from a great artist and like separates the two? Or do you think
a
you
good
can still
tip
be
I think is with freestyling is like when you're starting off, don't be harsh on yourself about it. No one starts off incredible. I mean, maybe someone did.
Eminem.
There are people that can, but yeah, most don't.
Majority of people, you're gonna have to take a lot of practice before you even can spit like an 8-bar sequence. Like, it doesn't just happen. All of a sudden, you'll get more comfortable with yourself and stuff will flow off the top. And also, you're gonna say some lines that you're like, did that just come out of my mouth?
Mm-hmm.
So definitely do some practice alone too.
Yes. Yeah. It happens. You're thinking off the top. Like, of course, not everything's gonna be squeaky clean or like perfect right out. Like, you gotta work on it like any craft. Like, just writing.
Facts.
Like, when I know what I'm writing, like, I'll think of a bar and I'm like, that's just not the bar. I'm gonna try and rewrite that one. So it's like same thing with like trying to freestyle. Go back and like, I know when we were talking to Zill, he was saying like, I record it all. I don't warm up. I just take the first one and record it all. And if I like it, I cut it, put it in there, and record again. But I keep that one. So like, you never know like when you get a good flow, and like you will never know if you can recreate it or not in that exact voice or those same bars. Like, sometimes that's what you can do to like make a freestyle song, not just have to go all 16 or whatever bars to just freestyle on the mic right away.
And that's what I was doing with the guy last night. He would sometimes hit like a really solid 4 bars, and I'd be like, and then he'd like maybe have a little stumble after that, and so we'd cut that little 4 bars out, place it in there, and be like, all right, you think you can go off of this? If not, I'll mute it and we'll go again, and maybe we can like intermingle some stuff and make it work and sound good.
It's a good way to do it, though.
Yeah, I think it's something I want to start trying a little more. It's gonna take practice, obviously, but yeah, it's
I
something
mean,
I'm trying
we've
to work towards.
dabbled in it, but like we haven't like made a full song doing it that way.
No, I don't think that'll be for a little bit.
No, it's
A lot of
definitely
practice
gonna take
to
a lot
come.
of practice.
But yeah, we just hit the 30-minute mark. Anything you guys want to add on this week's podcast? Otherwise, we'll kind of do closing stuff. And
I swear to God, if you don't follow the Instagram right now, I'm joking.
Just super.
Follow us on Instagram, CWHipHop. Just do it already. Like, how many times do I gotta ask
what
you?
are we at now? We just broke a record.
611 right
We just
right
broke
now.
600.
We just broke 600, and yeah, I am going to do I'm gonna be doing a promo post soon again. I'm gonna do another one.
Yeah.
Because I want to do it when we got past 600, so that we can maybe get to like 1,000 from one promo post.
We're at 600.
Yeah.
11.
Yeah.
What do we need? 55. You said, Prism. We need 55.
Hey,
people
I
to
was
go
keeping
follow.
that behind.
No. Just go 55 people. We need you to follow. Don't question it. Just go follow. We need to hit a mark.
God.
I didn't want to say that in front of the mic, bro.
Yo, lame as hell.
But yeah, go follow us on
Just
all our
jokes,
socials,
just
Facebook,
jokes.
Instagram, and Twitter, CWHipHop. Follow all of our personals. I'm at bvnc95 on Instagram and Facebook. I am bvnc on Twitter. Prism, where can we find you at?
I'm Prizm Rap on Instagram, PRIZMRAP, and sorry, I stumbled over the Z part.
I know.
And then on Facebook, it's just Prizm. You can also find my music on pretty much any streaming platform under Prizm or MT for some of my older stuff. So.
EMTEA, by the way. For
Oh
MT.
yeah, there's multiple ways you can spell that. I
Yeah,
suppose.
you definitely should spell that out. And you guys can find me, Garke, at Garke Gains on Instagram, GARKEGAINZ, and on pretty much any other platform, just Garke, GARKE. Just look me up, hit me up. Big one's Snapchat too.
Snapchat?
Yeah. But that one's spelled differently. Shit, that's my full last name with the letter 4. GAUERKE, number 4.
Branding, we
Perfect.
got to work on it still.
I'm not changing that Snapchat. I've
Also,
had that
go
forever.
follow us on, or subscribe to us on Patreon at CWHipHop. We're going to be doing a list at the end of each podcast here.
Yes.
So we're going to add that here as well. Tracy, thank you for subscribing to us on Patreon. We want to get a list of other names out there.
Thank
Go
you,
Mom!
Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you, Tracy. We do want to get more names on there so we can help fund this and take it even further.
And y'all get a shout out every single week.
Every week.
And maybe
That
even
we
twice
remember.
a week, because when we start the YouTube channel, there will 110% be at the end of every single podcast or video or whatever we put out on the YouTube channel. There will be a list of Patreons. We'll put them in the description even. So you'll get a shout out for sure. You'll get your
We're going to get better at
recognition.
it. Yeah. All right. I think that's the end of this week's podcast. Thank you guys for listening. We do appreciate it each
Hell
and every
yeah,
week.
thank you.
We're going to be doing the live show here, so tune in Wednesdays at 6 p.m. for that on CWHipHop.com. Big things coming, so stay tuned.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you for tuning in.
We appreciate it. Peace out, guys.
Peace.
Peace.